What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles, the YouTube channel. So today we're commentating over the top 8 of San Antonio Regionals. We have Joseph on the left playing the Ice Rider Palkia, and more like a Palkia V-Star box deck more than Ice Rider. I don't know why I said Ice Rider. It's more of a Palkia toolbox deck. So we've seen this kind of hype up a little bit, and they made a top 8 of San Antonio. So that was exciting to kind of cover and talk about. And then on the right, we actually have a very interesting deck, and that is going to be Snorlax Pidgeot. So we see Snorlax win the regionals, and so now Snorlax is kind of, well, we see this version of Snorlax make a top 8, and it's by Hale, who actually won Salt Lake City last year with their Goodra deck. So now in top 8 again of another big tournament, finalists in Denver, Vancouver, all that kind of stuff. So both players are very great. Snorlax, Pidgeot, there we go. So like a new variation of the Snorlax deck. There goes Hale, giving a wave to the cameras. And this is going to be a 2-time speed because it is a control deck. But I think it's interesting to watch and talk about. I haven't personally watched the game yet, but I know how it kind of ends. And so we see Hale, Price, Silene, Pidgeot, Joseph Price, Ice Rider, not too big of a deal. Maybe the Mew, but even then, you don't really want to get stuck in the X spot with Snorlax because Snorlax got that block ability, making it where you can't retreat. So that is one thing that Hale can't get stuck in the active spot. So maybe the prize card is best bet. So Hale, going to start off with that Snorlax. Going to use the Nest Ball. Going to search the deck for any Pokemon put on their bench. Probably just grab another Snorlax and just probably just say, pass. And Hale is going to look at their cards, see what's prize, what's in the deck, what's not in the deck, and stuff like that. It's a very important thing to do, especially with these control decks, where you really don't get to take prize cards. You need to know what is in your deck, what's in your prize cards. You see Hale's going to write this down. And we know that Hale's probably playing Peona, so they can definitely get those out later on. So I actually see a Pidgey come down, so Hale really wants to get that Pidgeot. That turn 2 Pidgeot would be great, right? You could just search deck for any card, put it in your hand, and then you'd be good to go, right? So I think that's one thing that Control, or this Snorlax version, really struggled with, is like not be able to draw 2 cards. Like, yeah, you got Rotom drawing 3, but that's it, right? So it's Joseph's turn. It probably not gonna do much either. It looks like we see an Earthen Vessel. I'm gonna discard a Water, search for 2 Water energies, and we're gonna see a very slow game. And now Joseph's been playing for a long time. He knows how to play against Control. He's played against a bunch of different variations of Control. I can 100% agree to that. So Joseph's not just gonna throw down Pokemon willy nilly and just like get him stuck in the X spot. No, he's gonna slowly, make his plans out. This is 75 minutes, which is why we are at ×2 speed, because both players are going to be methodical, take their time, stuff like that. Joseph's mostly going to touch water, maybe rule the region, or just pass. So we see just pass from Joseph. And on the Hale's turn, looks like they found a counter catcher, useless. But we do see that Peonia, so going to grab 3 prize cards, put in their hand. You put in 3 cards back, and then we're going to see, Hale decide, okay, what cards do I not need? So I don't need this card. Already has the other Peonia in their hand. So with this, they can just strategize, okay, I don't need this kind of thing. And they'll be able to choose pretty much what's in their prize cards. And the cool thing about Peonia is when you put them down, you know where the cards are. So we see Hale kind of make a note of there. I don't think it matters too much in this match because Hale's not taking, prize cards, so he's not going to draw anything. But still pretty cool to show. We see Hale debate on that Mimikyu to shut down V Pokemon so they can't be hurt. And he acts. So we see just another Rotom drawing 3 cards. Go to Joe's turn. Gets the Nest Ball. Now this could find maybe a Ninja. Looks like Eyeball and Spiritomb. Spiritomb is very interesting because it does shut down Rotom V. So now Hale's not able to use their Rotom anymore to draw those 3 cards. Like I talked about, that's what Hale's kind of plan is. Use Rotom, draw 3 cards, use it over and over again, and find the cards you need that way. So Joseph countering that, saying, hey, I'm just going to put down Spiritomb. And Spiritomb does have a good attack. It can just do 2 damage, maybe put back into your deck or hand. I can't remember exactly which one it is. But it can be shuffled away. So Hale really can't get that stuck in the X spot either. So see Hale using the other Peona, deciding what 3 cards they want to put. Looks like we have the 3 cards. So now Hale knows what all 6 cards are in their prize cards, and they receive the Pidgeot. So going to be able to quick search every single turn and grab any card out of their deck. And I imagine we'll see a combination of Misfortune Sisters start coming down. It looks like we'll see a Luxray actually to make it where Joseph's not able to play item cards. And this actually might be a big deal. You kind of make it where Joseph can't find their Pokemon, maybe? Maybe that's what we're going for. But nope, just see a pass right now. Looks like we're seeing Melanie going to draw 3 cards. And that Palkia can start swinging with Hydro Break. It does 200 damage. And this is Joseph's game plan here. I'm just going to do 200 damage, going to do 200 damage, going to do 200 damage. It kind of just go about it that way. So we see Pidgeot. Going to use Quick Search again, finding any card of the deck. And what Hell might be thinking is maybe, hey, I actually need to deal with this Palkia threat. It's doing 200 damage. It's not discarding any energies, and it's just a constant pressure of 200, 200, 200. So Hell has to now overcome this. How can I deal with this? Yes, there's a Spirit Tube. That Spirit Tube can be shuffled back in or get off the board. So we see the double turbo. We see a looks like a Defiance vest. Yeah, so you take 40 less damage. And yeah, we're gonna see a Fang Snipe for 30. Your opponent reveals their hand, discard a trainer card. So yeah, it's a different card. It's not an item like one. I thought it was an item like one, but discard a trainer card. It looks like we're gonna see a Lost Vacuum being discarded, and so it actually doesn't do any damage, but now it does negative 30, and it doesn't. I wonder why he didn't do damage. So it did do damage, yeah. So Fang Snipe does minus 20 because of the double turbo times 2. Hold on, that doesn't seem right either, right? Fang Snipe minus 10. Minus 20. 10. Should be 20 damage, not 40. Okay, there we go. So Joseph didn't attack either, and I wonder why. Maybe I'm missing something with the Defiance band. But he definitely didn't attack for some odd reason. Maybe he doesn't want to or something. But we see an Avery from Hale going to search deck for a... Okay, there's a Vigar, so now they're doing even less damage. Oh, they can put another Lost Vacuum in the discard pile. Okay. Now, why is Joseph not going to attack again? Or does Palkia say you can only do it every other turn? Oh, I think that's what it is, right? Palkia can only do it every other turn. So now that Defiance Vest is 40 and that V-Guard is 30, so now it's taking 70 less damage. I think that's what it is. Yep. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So we're gonna see Hell swing see Joe swing do 130 because of the minus 70. Yeah, so Palkia attacks every other turn. I forgot the Hydro Break has that clause like you can't use attack next turn or this Pokemon can't attack or something like that. So there we go. So we see a quick search. And now what Hell can do is actually search for a penny to pick up that Luxray. So we see that come down with the Pidgeot. Luxray come down, double turbo. Go look at Chinpow and say, should I be concerned about this Chinpow? Probably not. Oh, maybe so. It puts a Charm on it instead. Defiance Man on the Mimikyu. And we're going to see a treat into the Luxray. And then we're going to discard another trainer card. Looks like we'll discard the Cancel Cologne. Another 20 damage. Just slowly knocking out this Palkia. Which is interesting because Hell... Hell actually might have a chance to knock out this game, right? So we see another energy going to Palkia. And now Palkia, Chinpow slowly powering up. So it can take a knockout, trying to one-shot that Luxray. We do see an Ultra Ball, actually. Now, this could grab Palkia V-Star. And I don't know if Joseph has energies in the discount pile or not. We'll have to see. It needs to do, like, what, 260, I think is what it needs to do. Which see it just pass onto Hell's turn. So Hell, once again, let's see what they're going to find. They got the, let's see, Counter Catcher. Counter Catcher can bring up the Spirit Tomb. I don't think that's really neat. I think you need to deal with this Palkia, because not Palkia is just going to keep swinging over and over again. Now, if Hell didn't have this Luxray, they would definitely be in trouble, because this Palkia would eventually just clean sweep and just take 6 price cards, right? We see a Misfortune Sisters come to light. Yep. And here we go. Misfortune Sisters going to look at top cards of the deck, discard trainer cards, and yeah, we're slowly, milling Joseph's deck with Misfortune Sisters, and we got the Luxray discard items out of their hand. So yeah, it is slowly racking up, getting rid of all those item cards, right? Even though Joseph was aggressive, took that first knockout, Hale's saying, hey, I can discard your item cards, and yeah, here we go. So imagine a Super Rod gets discarded here. Yeah, so Super Rod again discarded onto Joseph's turn. Gets a Water Energy. Now, at any moment, Joseph can evolve a Palkia V-Star, but nope, we're going to see another just 200 damage come down. And yeah, let's see what Hell's going to do here. Going to draw another card. It's pretty much on the Hell's game to see what he wants to do, because Joseph's game plan is just swing every single turn. Maybe attach more water energies. Actually, he didn't attach water energy in last turn. But we see Palpad get back to supporter cards, and then we see Pidgeot just search for any item card or any card, put it in their hand, and we kind of see this cycle happening. You know, Pidgeot can just grab anything you want. We see another penny going back in the hand. We see Luxray, Bravery Charm, retreat into that, swing again, discard the cross switcher, and now that Palkia, hey, it's slowly getting there, slowly, you know, almost getting knocked out. And we see Palkia V-Star come up, and now we're going to start singing Palkia's Subspace Swell, which really doesn't do too much damage. There's not a lot of bench Pokemon. Joseph's not going to put down a bunch of Pokemon because he doesn't want them to get counter-catchered up, and Hell doesn't really need Pokemon, so he's not going to drop anything. So Hell's going to use that quick search again, search deck for any card, and they're good to go. And the cool thing about Pidgeot, it has free retreat, so you really can't, like, ball stall it either. We see another penny, just picking it back up. And we're going to see this over and over again. And we're actually going to see retreat into the Mimikyu this time. Interesting. Double Turbo, Bravery Charm. And we'll see a pass. Now, oh, there's an escape rope. All right, so Hell's thinking, what do you do here? Do you send up the Luxray? That is due. I think it does get knocked out. Yeah, there's another energy. We'll see Shivery Chill going to search for any water cards, water energies. Looks like we don't have any right now. But Hellblade would do 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 360, 420 damage. That is enough to take a knockout. And there we go. See the knockout on the Luxray. Joseph's taking 2 price cards and will go down to 3. Now that does discard most energies, but that Palkia V-Star does have that Star Portal to get 3 water Gs from you. Just probably attach a water Pokemon any way you like. So yeah, we have a really interesting game here. So Hell lost their Luxray. They will no longer be able to attack. We see the quick search here. Looks like we were grabbed. I'm not sure what card that was. It's going so fast, but I want it going fast because I don't want to sit here and watch an hour and a half Pokemon. We see a Snorlax come in the hand. So we might see the block start coming online. So retreat to the Mimikyu. And we might just see a pass. Ooh, counter. Okay. Alright. V-Guard energy. And then we see Silene getting back double heads, getting into cards, put them to your top of your deck any way you want. I imagine that Palpad will go on the top. And we see pass onto Joseph. Now Joseph can't do anything. This Mimikyu can't be hurt by V or EX Pokemon. We see Hell just grabbing that one card out of the deck they want with that quick search. And I wonder what card Hell grabbed. Looks like it is Misfortune Sisters. Want to try to thin Joseph's deck. And there we go. So discarding the Switch and the Earthen Vessel. He'll probably see a pass from Hale. Really not much he needs to do this turn. Just pass on to Joseph's turn. We'll probably see a pass as well. And this will continue for a good minute. Joseph does have the escape rope, which I'd be kind of tempted to play. Oh, we see a Mew come down in an escape rope. So let's see, what does Hale decide to send up here? Hale does have to choose first. And we see the Palkia come up. And we see Heavy Ball going to search their deck or search for price cards. Looks like they're not going to grab the Ice Rider, which I think I prefer. You really don't want these Pokemon to get in your hand just in case they get brought down. Interesting that we drop the Mew. I guess they're thinking about. I guess the Mew knocks out the Snorlax. I guess that's where the math comes in, so you kind of need it. It does have free retreat, which I don't think is that big of a deal. I don't know why they were talking about the genome hacking on the Pidgeot. Maybe they're, I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, so on to Hale's turn. So lost Snorlax, lost our Luxray. Now they're down to 2 prize cards. So 2 Snorlax are down, a Luxray is down. And what can Hale do here? He does have the counter catcher, but at any moment, that Palkia V-Star can use Star Portal and get the Water G's back out. We see Super Rod getting back 3 cards. And we'll see Quick Search once again. Could grab... looks like we'll grab a Charm. Yes, grab the Bravier Charm. Okay, there we go. Got the Mountain out, so we're going to search your deck for any Lightning or Dragon Pokemon. So you see a Luxray V come into picture. And this could go Bravier Charm, Double Turbo, and just try to deal with the start of this Palkia, right? So we see that, discarding the Vestful, saying, hey, you don't need that card. And once again, slowly trying to knock out this Palkia V-Star. Just going to swing again with this Palkia, saying, hey, it's already powered up. You know, I'm good here. And now to Hale's turn. Hale needs to find a penny way to heal this Luxray, because if this Luxray gets knocked out, Hale loses. Like, that's it. There's no, you know, that's it. There's only 2 prize cards left for Joseph, and that's it. So see Joseph, or Hale, I didn't see what card they grabbed. I imagine it's like a penny or something. Yeah, so there's a penny going back into their hand. Send a Pidgeot. Luxray could go back down. I don't know what's in Joseph's in Hill's hand compared to like pennies and stuff like that. But we will see a Mimikyu come up in the X spot actually and just pass. In order to Joseph's turn, interesting that we put down the Mawile what did we put down the Mawile? I wonder what the thought process to put it down right now. Maybe just get out of the hand just in case it's like Ionode or something or whatever. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's on Hale's turn. Let's see what Hale's going to do here. He's thinking. There's a lot of decision making here because like Hale, it's he's about to lose. Only 2 prize cards left for Joseph, and he's not in a very good spot. So see a Palpad. Looks like we should grab Peona and Penny. Is that because that's the only support card left in deck or in the discard pile? No, I think there's Misfortune Sisters. Looks like he grabbed actually the Peona. Okay, I don't know what happened there. But anyway, so grab the Peona. We're going to use the Peona. Now remember, he knows what cards are where. So interesting enough that maybe he's like, okay, I need this card. Maybe he's grabbing the double turbo or something because he knows it's in there. It looks like he did put that in his hand. So maybe he just needs the double turbo. Puts the Spiritomb back in there. Puts the double turbo on the Pidgeot. Going to send it the Pidgeot. And actually we'll see a Pidgeot swing here. Interesting. So it will knock out the Palkia next turn. Interesting. So now Joseph has to decide here. What do I want to do? I have to use my V-Star ability eventually, right? If not, we're in trouble. So we definitely need to use our V-Star ability. We'll see Melanie attach to the active, draw 3. Yeah, because Palkia will fall next turn. So Joseph needs to utilize this he needs to use his ability. Looks like. And who do you even grab here? Like, maybe another Palkia might be good. I don't know if he has another Palkia left. You grab the V-Star, not the Palkia V. Because you really don't want to attack with Chien-Pao. That's not a good attacker. Looks like it is the other Palkia. I think you have to go for the V-Star ability, right? And nope, just going to swing with Palkia. Okay. So see Pidgeot come down. I guess because Joseph already has Palkia V-Star in hand, that's why he's saving the V-Star ability. We see Cheryl come down. Whoa, and another double turbo. All right, so it definitely ruined Joseph's plan there. Wow, there's Cheryl healing damage. Okay, so we see Mew come the X spot. Does have free retreat. We see Palkia V-Star come down. We see Melanie touch of water, draw 3. Can Joseph go for a big Chien-Pao play here? It needs a lot, right? Like 300 plus. I don't know exactly how much it needs. It needs at least 6 energies. 5 is too many. I know that for sure. So we need 6. The V-Star can get 3. You get attached. That's 4. And then plus the 1, that's 5. That's not enough. That's not enough. That's only 300. So we need some way to do more, get more energies, right? Oh man. Okay. So what's Joseph going to do? You're going to treat Chien-Pao. We might just see a pass and let the. But even if the Chien-Pao takes a hit, right? Let's say Chien-Pao takes a hit. I don't know how it takes a knockout the following turn. We see Team Yell's cheer, going to get back supporter cards and stuff like that, put it back in the deck to get back the Misfortune Sisters, maybe the Silene or something. Silene definitely is what's needed because you want to get those Palpads back in your deck and stuff like that. So we definitely see the Silene being shuffled back in the deck. But yeah, what does Joseph do here next turn? Because he can't really one-shot this Pidgeot at all. And that's definitely bad for Joseph. That's bad. Real bad. Okay. So we might see retreat. We might see the Pidgeot swing. We could just retreat in the Mimikyu. We see a countercatcher actually bringing out the Palkia V-Star. Okay. Retreat to the Mimikyu. Maybe this forces Joseph to use. Okay, we see Luminion. Okay. Can't use Luminion though because Spiritomb's out in play. Joseph got it. He caught it. He almost used Luminion, but Spiritomb was in play. His own Spiritomb betrayed him. No! Alright, so on to Hale's turn, which, camera and everything, I get it. It's like it's a lot. It's a lot. But at least Joseph caught it, didn't use it. We see Hale. Looks like grab a Misfortune Sisters, and let's see, can we discard any item cards? Looks like we will discard a Cross Switcher. Okay. That's very nice, because that's another switch card. You really don't. Okay, and we see Joseph scoop here. And I think Joseph just, ran out of switching cards. He realized, hey, there's no way I can power up a Pokemon switch and try to knock out something, right? Um, Joseph did have their V-Star ability left, but we talked about how that wasn't enough. It was only going to do 300. It wasn't really going to take a knockout. So see, ooh, little replay feature there. There we go. You know, that's pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Shinpao one shot on the Luxray. Get out of here. You know, get out of here, fam. Whatever. The Cheryl's pretty clutch too. You know, heal all the damage off, and then coming back, taking a knockout. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Misfortune Sisters discarding that last cross switcher to win the game. Things that we're talking about. Yeah. That's pretty cool. And so, you know, even though Joseph was in a demanding position, right? We thought he was gonna win. He lost 2 prize cards left, so close. It just didn't pull it out. So on to Joseph's turn, starting with that Shinpao, which is definitely not somebody you want to start with. Shinpao, you know, has these Hellblade, and you have to discard energies every single turn to attack. So definitely not your ideal person. You do not want that in the active spot. That is a bad Pokemon. You want like game 1 where you start that Palkia V. That's where the bread and butter is, right? So we see the Shivery Shield, getting 2 water energies, going to put those into his hand. And let's see. Okay, we've got a bunch of cards. Oh, there's Palkia. Water deactive. Maybe they actually started with maybe they actually wanted to start with the Jim Pao just to get the water energies out of the deck. Maybe. That could be a possibility. But I don't know. Oh, so that happened. Okay. So I think Hale accidentally almost skipped a step. He sued Heavy Ball for the Pidgey and then got the Pidgey out and then started searching his deck, but he had Arvin in hand. So there we go. Okay. That's what happened. I think when Hale skipped a step. But there we see Arvin for Nestball and yeah, that's what happened. Okay, cool. I was like, what happened? For Seal Stone. I think Hale just skipped a step. Got too excited. We see Luxray getting a maybe okay on the bench, okay? And we just see it draw 3 cards with the Rotom. Okay, alright, so we're good. Hell caught his own mistake as well, so we're good. Everybody's good. We see a Shiver Cheer from Chimpao getting into 2 water energies. We could see the attack here to do 120 to threaten that Luxray. They could just discard 1? No, that doesn't do enough. You'd have to do 2 twice. If you discard 1, that's only 60, and you do it again, that's 80. So that's not enough. You have to discard 2 every turn. We see a ball sorter. Go bring up the Pidgey, actually. Oh, the Pidgey. Yo, get out of here, Pidgeot. We saw how good Pidgeot was in Hell's last game. Just be able to search deck for any card. And so just taking that out, making it where Hell doesn't have that capability is really, really good. So you see Hell here. He's got an interesting decision. You can bring up the Lumineon, but Lumineon can be shuffled back into your deck with attack. Palkia can just attack by putting, using this V-Star ability. And here we go. We see, oh, look at there. See the Palkia V-Star. We see the cross switch. We see Melanie. So you're going to discard the cross switcher. And Joseph, I mean, he's got a lot of cards here. We see the Melanie. Water deactive. Draw 3. Do they find a switch or an escape rope? We know that Palkia V-Star is in the hand too. So it could go Palkia V-Star attach, switch, knockout or something. That would be insane to see. We see an Earthen Vessel. We see a Water Energy. We see a Palkia V-Star. We might just start swinging here. It's not too bad of an idea. It doesn't one-shot it, but Hale does not have that Pidgeot this game. So they're not able to, constantly find their Penny, find their Palpad. So we see Arvin here. Arvin could... we know there's 4 Sealstones, so that could help out as well. We could see a Nestball and Charm. And then Nestball could find a Mimikyu or ban Defiance Fist. I keep saying ban, but it's Defiance Fist. But no, you can't. Yeah, the Arvin's already played, so you can't play Penny now. Interesting. So let's just see what Hell decides to do here. Could grab the Mimikyu, which I think is probably the best play, just to make it where Joseph really can't take a knockout unless they play Boss Order. We see Defiance go on the bench. We see Retreat with the double turbo, and we see a Rotom V for Rotom Phone. We see a Chimpao getting a Water Energy, and yeah, still Hell's just an awkward spot because he has no Pidgey, right? Look at this board. It's just Mimikyu, Luxray, and Rotom. That's crazy. But Earthen Vessel, going to find 2 Water Energies, put that into their hand. And I think they already attached a Water Energy to Chimpao, so no water attachment this turn any. And you would see a pass on to Hales. Now, Hale does have that penny, but is it really needed right now? I don't know. Because it's not the X spot, but we will see the 4 Sealstone activate. Now, did that grab a Pidgey? I imagine it has to grab a Pidgey, right? You want to grab another Pidgey here. I feel like, yep, it's another Pidgey. So we'll see Pidgey come back down saying, hey, I really need my Pidgeot. We see Penny, okay, go to play the Penny, pick up the Luxray, and Snorlax comes down, and we'll just see the 3. Now, the Snorlax is great here because if Joseph decides to play Escape Rope, he can send up the Snorlax, not the Rotom V or the Pidgey. And now Hell is online, Rare Candy Pidgeot, and here we go. This is what Hell wants to see. Be able to use that Pidgeot every single turn, search deck for any card, and put it in their hand. We're back online. Hell's back in where he was last game, right? So going to use that quick search deck for any card, and now we're cooking. Looks like we see another Penny pick up the Rotom saying, hey, I don't need that guy on the field anymore. He doesn't need to get knocked out. And we see a pass on to Joseph. All right, so now Joseph, if you're Joseph, what do you do here? You were in this spot last game, and you lost. So what do you do now? How do you beat this matchup, right? How do you deal with this Mimikyu? Hell has less 2-price Pokemon on the field as well, too. There's no Luxray anymore. There's no Rotom. So those cards aren't able to be knocked out. So that's a bigger threat now, right? That's a bigger problem from Joseph. What do you do here? How do you handle this situation? We do see the Irida come down. And we see Greninja and Escape Rope. Now, Greninja is interesting because it can knock out the Mimikyu. The problem is you need to find a Lost Vacuum to knock it out because it does have 70 HP. Defiance Fest does save it. We see that the Greninja come online. And now Joseph actually has a way to start drawing extra cards. Oh, we do see the Lost Vacuum discarding Lost on the Defiance. There's Greninja. All right, so we're going to see Palkia V-Star actually use his V-Star ability this game. Get 3, put 9 in the active, and 90 on that Pidgeot. Now, 90 Pidgeot's pretty good, too, because it does set up a KO for next turn if Joseph can find, like, double cross switch or something like that to knock it out. So do you see Super Rod immediately put back that Mimikyu, saying, hey, I need my friend. I need my Mimikyu to come back. And there we see it. We see Mimikyu come back out. Hell can just retreat into that Mimikyu with the Pidgeot. Pidgeot's another, thing. And then what does Joseph have then, right? Because Joseph used their V-Star abilities. So there we see Mimikyu come down. And one thing that Joseph can do is just slowly power up Greninja every single turn. Just like, yep, and then like take a knockout, yep, and kind of go that way. I don't know how effective that is, but we shall see, right? It's something, right? We see Mimikyu come back in the active spot. We see Counter Catcher in Hell's hand. Now, if I'm Hell, it's kind of nervous, right? Because you can like Counter Catcher up the Palkia V-Star, but then they can just like Melanie to it, right? And that's scary. You can do it to Spirit Tomb, but they can attach energy and they can just show back at the decks. That doesn't matter. So yeah, it'd be really interesting to see what Hell decides to do here. Yeah, like I said, we're going to slowly power up the Moonlight Shuriken. So yeah. Let's see. We see the Cheryl go into Hell's hand. Now this could pick up the Pidgeot. I mean, heal all the damage off the Pidgeot. I think you wait if you're Hell. I don't think you do it immediately. So we do see the Counter Catcher bringing up the Palkia V-Star. And like I said, this is maybe kind of nervous because your opponent can like Melanie to it. But do we see the Cheryl? We do see the Cheryl healing all the damage off. We see an Ultra Ball. Let's see what Joseph decides to grab here. I don't think anything in their deck really is helpful with that right now. I think what they're more so just looking to see what's in their deck, not grabbing anything. I think they're just curious, hey, what's left in my deck, right? I got to take 4 more prize cards. And what do I have in here to take those, right? So that's the big question. So see Joseph. Let's see what he's going to do here. Let's go see an Escape Rope. Hell's going to set up the Snorlax, and then we're going to see the Greninja. Water the active, knock out the Mimikyu, put 90 on the Pidgeot, so Mimikyu is gone again, right? We're taking a knock out another Mimikyu, right? So that's 2 Mimikyus knocked out. Joseph's down to 3 prize cards. Greninja's coming in clutch. We didn't see it last game, but it's coming in clutch right now. Drawing cards if it needs to, right? But also just doing 90 damage to 2 different Pokemon. That Pidgeot is softened up now, where Chinpao can take a knockout on it again, so Hale has to be worried about that, right? That's a big concern, because that's a scary card. That's a scary Pokemon. It can do a lot of damage. And, yeah. So you see Quick Search again from Hale. Looks like I'll grab a Counter Catcher. Looks like Silene, maybe. I don't know if it's Silene or Counter Catcher. Looks like a Palpaz in his hand. Hale's got so many options. See a Double Tails instead of Double Heads like last time. Snorlax comes down, and... Uh-oh. don't know what's happening. All right, we just did pass. Maybe that's what I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened. Anyway, so I read it for Switch. Switch. Ooh, that was just like a session. Did I miss something? Hold on now. Gotta rewind it real quick. That was too fast for me. Maybe, like, because he's gonna take a knockout. Switch there. Maybe Hell just said, like, there's no way I could beat this, right? Maybe he was out of resources or something? Maybe I missed something? Maybe there's something happened? Maybe there was a prize penalty or something? Hold on, give me 1 second. We're trying to figure out what happened. Alright, so update. I listened to it. So what happened was Hale got a double prize penalty because of pace of play. So that means that maybe Hale had other I guess infractions or something, maybe like priors, and that's why they decided. I mean, it's hard for me to tell what the pace of play is when we're at 2 times speed, but it is only 20 minutes left, and we're going to game 3, and we started out with 75. So I don't know if Hale was playing too slow. Oh my goodness! Hang on. So I don't know if Hale was playing too slow, but he got a double prize penalty. So Joseph did took a knockout and won that way. So that's unfortunate. Because I would like to see what would happen in that game. Because like Joseph would have took a knockout. I don't know. Because would Joseph have taken a knockout there if he knew that he wasn't going to win? It's interesting, right? But anyways, so Hale has probably 3 rare candy. I don't know how many they play, but if they don't have access to Pidgeot at all, that is not good. But we see soon have ball. Remember, they do play Peona, so they can get those back. They can get that back. We see a mountain come down. Gonna find a Luxray most likely. Okay, Rotom. Rotom's good too. That's good. Rotom comes down, and we'll see it's a charge for 3 or whatever it's called. So on a Joseph's turn, we see Water Juice active, and gonna see just rule the region. I think that's what's going on right now. Could use the Storm Mountains or rule the region. I'm not sure which one he's going for. Looks like we are going to see the rule the region for the collapse, just to search the deck and see what's going on. But the big thing is there's only 16 minutes left, and so this is where usually it kind of favors the attacking deck, because in top 8, there has to be a winner, right? With 16 minutes left, I don't know if Hale has enough time to deck out Joseph. So we'll see what happens. We'll see Peona, and where does... Oh, Hale grabs, I think, the wrong 3 cards. They did! Oh, no! There was literally a 50-50 chance of grabbing the rare candies, and they didn't grab the right one. Oh, no. Alright, so see rare candy, and all those. That's so unfortunate. But on the Hale, going to use the Nest Ball to find the Mimikyu, and the good thing is, like, Joseph should be able to really attack next turn that I know of. We do see Irida in the hands. We see the Irida come down. Going to search the deck for any water Pokemon and trainer card, or item card, Reveal them, put in their hands. See the Earthen Vessel come down. Could maybe grab the Chin Pao. We see how crucial was. So we do see the Chin Pao come in the hand. Then we used Earthen Vessel to find 2 water cards. Yeah. Get that Mew out of here. You don't need it. So 2 water G's coming out. And it looks like we might have another card being played. Yeah, they got to shuffle first. There we go. Glad they caught that. So yeah, got to shuffle up some. But yeah, like I said, time is a factor here, because there has to be a winner, right? And it comes on who's taking price cards, right? And that definitely favors Joseph, right? So Chin Pao comes down. We'll see attachment to the active. Going to retreat actually to the Chin Pao. Going to use that to search their deck for 2 water G's. Trying to just get him out, thin him out, kind of thing. And if Joseph can threaten a Palkia V-Star... Oh my goodness! Okay, this is what I was just talking about. So, Joseph retreated the 2 energies off to the Chin Pao, right? Searched the deck, then cross-switchered Palkia V-Star energy up to the active, collapsed to get rid of that. They're going to take a double price knockout. What? And now Hell's just left with just a Rotom V. Okay, this game is not going in Hell's favor as of right now, but we've seen this happen before. We know Hell has been down before and was able to push back. We do see Super Rod getting back the Mimikyu. Greninja coming in clutch. Wasn't seen at all game 1, but game 2 and 3, it is coming back with vengeance, right? So Nest Ball, getting the Mimikyu back out. Snorlax retreat into this Snorlax and Brave Your Charm, and just gonna instant charge. Okay. Alright. So on the Joe's turn, I'm gonna put a Water G on that Palkia with Melanie. Do they have a Water G? They do have a Water Energy, so they can just put on the active, maybe. Okay, put on the bench. Okay. Can switch and do damage to this Snorlax and start just like getting rid of it, like slowly getting rid of it. We see the Ready Greninja use its ability, draw 2 cards. We see Ultra Ball discarding a Rock Sand and a Water Energy, actually. The Water Energy is very interesting for me. Spiritomb comes down. Super Rod to get back the 2 waters. I don't think you need to get back the Mew, so 3 waters should be fine. And now, the Spiritomb does shut down that Rotom V again, saying, hey, hell, you don't have access to Pidgeot. You can't use Rotom. What you have in your hand is what you have in your hand kind of thing, right? We see just a pass. Oh, Misfortune Systems from Hale. Looks like a discard. Whoa, 4 item cards. Whoa! There was an escape rope on there for sure. That's crazy. Hale's got Palpad. Shuffle back in the Misfortune Sister and Fiona. Really wants to find those 3 rare candies, right? We know there's 3 rare candies in there. That's pretty crazy, right? So we'll see. Probably just a pass. Yep, on the Joe's turn. It's moving so quick. Everybody's playing like a quick pace now because the rule came down. Everybody's like, I gotta play fast now. I'm like, oh, calm down, guys, calm down. Let's still think methodically here. Don't overcommit, right? Sometimes I get upset about the pace of play rules. Like, man, we got 75 minutes. Chill, friends. Let them play. Let them cook. We see Arita gonna get the Lost Vacuum. And the Lost Vacuum is interesting. I guess you could eventually discard the Bravery Charm off the Mimikyu. Actually, we're going for it right now. Interesting. Lost Vacuum, the Energy Switch. Ooh. Discard. Wait, what did we discard here? Wait, what? Did they get rid of Collapse? Hang on a second. What card did we get rid of? Was it Collapse? Yeah, they got rid of their own Collapse. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Anyways, on a Hale's turn, we see Avery. Now, what's the reason behind the Collapse discard? Just to thin the deck out, maybe? I'm not sure. But we see Avery getting Nest Ball and Defiance. Okay. We see another Snorlax comes down. We see another Nest Ball. The Nest Ball for the Snorlax. There we go. We see Defiance. And there we go. On to Joseph's turn. So 4 price cards left. We see Irita. Let's see what they decide to grab here. Looks like another Palkia, maybe? Do you even put any of the Pokemon down now? I think you just trying to thin your deck out, right? So Palkia canceling Cologne. So Palkia there. Canceling Cologne. Okay. Now Cancel Cologne does knock out the Mimikyu because he will shut down that ability, which is pretty interesting if it's in the active spot. Palkia V has come down. We see a double cross switcher bringing up the Palkia, and we see a knockout. Ooh. Yeah, so Joseph is now down to 2 prize cards. We send in Counter Catcher, bringing it to Greninja. And yeah, that double prize knockout was great. Now we knock out the Rotom. It is not looking good for Hale here. Whoa, the tides have turned. We see Counter Catcher, bring up the Greninja. Ona Joe's turn, use the Luminion, not going to do anything. Switch into the Palkia, and going to take a knockout. So, lost owning that Collapse was crucial because they couldn't bench 5 Pokemon. So they actually needed it. So even though the Collapse was lost on multiple turns ago, that's where the math came in. Oh, very cool. So see Counter Catcher bringing out the Greninja once again. Pass onto Joseph's turn. Put a Water Gene on the active, just a pass. So now Hale has to worry because that Greninja can attack. And if there's another Lost Vacuum, it will get that Bravery Charm. So we see another Counter Catcher bringing up the Luminion. Uh-oh, that's not good because that could be shuffled back in the deck. We see Earth Vessel. Going to grab 2 waters. And you can slowly load up that Luminion, right? You attach, and the next turn, Melanie attach, and then you win, right? Well, I don't think you win. You shuffle the Luminion back in the deck, so calm down, Josh, calm down. But we see Greninja using its ability, draw some cards. We see Water G to the Greninja. Nope, yep, to Greninja. I think I'd like to see it on Luminion because you do have the Melanie for next turn. But we see Melanie going to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We see Escape Ropes in the Mimikyu. We see a Lost Vacuum. And there's game. And yep. Joseph realized there's 3. I don't think that the rare candies really matter too much because Joseph was able to get turn 2 double knockout. So yeah, it was just unfortunate that the prize penalty came down, because without the prize penalty, game two might have been a little bit different. But Joseph was able to swing very quickly, taking those quick knockouts, a double knockout. This is not the right game. This is supposed to be just an overall summary. But yeah, that was pretty sick. Like, taking a double knockout was great. Prize of the Rare Candy is. I mean, did he have the capability of getting the Rare Candy Pidgeot turn two? Not sure. But anyways, there we go. I thought it was interesting to watch. It shows how good like this Pidgeot deck is. I think it's really good. And then like how this Greninja Lost Ball decks, even though it was only one in top 8, hey, it did some stuff, right? So if you're going this weekend to Portland, maybe these two decks you need to check, test and check on, right? So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. If any commentary, like suggestions or ideas, let me know. I'm down. I'm going to try to do weekly commentaries every Wednesday, just for the sake of it, so I keep practicing my commentary skills. But guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Alrighty, bye.